What's up, everybody? It's your boy D Gab. Hope you guys are staying warm, staying safe, not having to get out on these roads if this winter storm 2026 is, um, you know, affecting your part of in the country of where you're at. But calling all bowlers, episode 29, ready to rock and roll. Another great episode on hand. Got my itinerary here, got the outline. I'm really excited to welcome you guys, Miss Stephanie Duncan from the great state of Ohio. And we are just, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have some fun with this. I'm going to try to get some people invited in here. So, but I appreciate every single one of y'all coming out. It means a lot to me. But episode 29, like 29 episodes of Calling All Bowlers. It's the coolest thing in the world. And Miss Stephanie is in here right now. Do a little wave at Miss Stephanie. And Mike, welcome in. It's good to see you. Let me get everything set up here. Stephanie, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me get the invite sent to you. Let's see, there we go. I sent your invite in. Hey, what's going on, Miss Stephanie?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Just sent you the invite for the camera.
Got it.
Let's see if, let me know if anything. There we are. What's going on?
Nothing too much. How are you?
Oh, we're trying to stay warm down here in Bama.
Warm down there?
Uh-huh. Oh, it's cold down here, girl.
Oh, I don't know if I believe it, but at this rate with the snow, I guess.
Before getting on here, I took my trash out and my side rail handle is like slick. So, yeah. But just giving everybody the intro to us. Like I said, 29 episodes of Calling All Bowlers. I started this in April of 2024, and here we are almost 30 episodes into this. Um, but so tell me this, how cold is it in Ohio right now?
So, I don't know because I'm actually in Michigan.
Hmm. Well, how cold is it in Michigan then?
I think last time I looked, it was 7 degrees, but they're not expected to get snow and all that, like how Ohio and other parts are scheduled to receive it
Right.
right now. So I um I was like, let me go out here, and I bowl league out here. Anyways, twice a month. So I was like, let me just go out. It's perfect time.
Yeah. So it's like you're missing all the stuff that's happening in Ohio right now. Okay. So you planned that, didn't you?
Well, when I heard about it, and then I was supposed to bowl a tournament this weekend, but they were starting to cancel, all of that due to the weather and everything as well. So I was like, well, if they're going to do that, I'll just go out there and bowl. And then I don't have to be near it.
No, I'm with you. It kind of reminds me of 2011 when we had those bad tornadoes down here, and the whole county I'm in was out of power. So a lot of people just went up to Fayetteville and some parts of Tennessee and just stayed there till the power came back on. But hopefully everybody out there in the wide world of calling all bowlers watching is staying safe, staying warm, and got getting hunkered down, ready for it. So
For sure.
well, Mark right here, he says there's 3 inches on the ground. It's sleeting now and 9 degrees with wind chill here right now. So, wow. Okay. And he's in Tennessee. I figured Tennessee was going to get hit. I figured that's usually what happens. It misses Bama and it hits Tennessee. So, Mark, stay safe there, brother.
Get that cold chill, huh?
And then, of course, you got people like Craig right here rubbing it in our face, 72 in Florida. So, it's like, dead gum, man.
Yeah, I'm a
Must be
little
nice.
jealous. I'm catching a flight right now,
I'm
Craig.
telling you, like, I think I saw the weather. Somebody said something like it was like 87, 88 in Miami. And I was like, man, like, really?
If only. If only.
Well, you know what? Let's get right into this, Miss Stephanie. So, you're in Michigan. So, what part of Michigan are you currently in right now? Is it
In
your
Detroit.
hometown?
Yeah, Detroit.
Okay. So, you're in Detroit. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're from Detroit. You're currently living in Cincinnati,
Mhm.
correct? And you've been. What uh what brought you down to Ohio from Michigan?
So actually, I was in Indiana originally because my parents moved from Michigan to Indiana.
Okay.
Um, my mom and dad, dad started businesses. Mom became deputy attorney general for the state of Indiana. You know, they did their thing, and of course, I was underage, so I had no choice. So I was there, and then I had met a firefighter in Ohio, and he and I ended up getting married in 2018 and then divorced in 2022. So when I met him, due to him being a firefighter, he couldn't go like out of his jurisdiction without it being a headache. So I was there for a while. Like I said, then I moved to Dayton, well, Wright Pat, near the Wright Pat Air Force Base.
Uh-huh.
That's where I was until 3 years ago is when I moved to Cincinnati.
Okay. So you get to Cincinnati, and I'm guessing you're like, okay, I got to find some good places to go roll the rock, correct?
You know it. You know it.
So where did that take you? Which house did that take you to?
Initially out there, I was at Northwest Lanes and S&S Western Bowl, Strike and Spare
Mm-hmm.
on the west side. Those were really my main places that I bowled at, and then I also bowled. Well, I did bowl at Capri Lanes when I was in Dayton, of
Mm-hmm.
course. I bowled down there. Well, I can't even think of all those bowling alleys. I bowled so much. Poking, Poking was the name of the bowling alleys, I believe, down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I bowled at all them. Poking South is where I actually shot my high series of 788. Capri is where I bowled my first 300, and then Woodman is where I bowled the next two 300s.
Okay.
And then when I got to Cincinnati, it was Northwest, Western, and then I also bowled in Kentucky at like Erlanger,
Yeah.
Florence Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the Waltz was the other one.
Well, I we're gonna get into your 300 that you shot most recently at the Queens event you were telling me about, and um, kind of share a little fun fact about that 300 that you shot, and see if it kind of see what you think about it, if you will. But we get on here, we do these shows, and one of the things about it is we obviously know we're all bowlers. Okay, everybody knows that, but there's a lot of things that some people don't know about us from the non-bowling, like whether it's a fun hobby or something. So, what is something that you that people may not know about Stephanie?
Um, I think a cool fun fact or a different fun fact, I guess, would be that I was adopted actually when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
So that's something that I've spoken on it, if you're like on Facebook, but those have been hacked a couple times. So I've had new
Nah.
pages.
Okay.
And so that some people may know, some, but majority didn't because I haven't been as open as I am now with my, Facebook being public and doing content creating as well with bowling.
Of course, of course. I mean, again, you said it kind of that experience played a huge role in shaping who you are today. Do you care to elaborate on like how that came to be, or?
Oh yeah, sure. I say that because growing up initially, I didn't, I guess you could say I was going one way, and then thankfully, I was able to get adopted. And I definitely see where that deterred me or detoured me to a different, to becoming the person that I am. I seen me going the wrong way, even as a a young child growing up. And I'm thankful that someone took me and they didn't have to do that. But they so it made me just a lot. It was a well-rounded experience for parents, people in wanting to adopt. Like I feel like I can touch a lot of different subjects and can relate to a lot of people with different things due to the fact that I've experienced that and I'm an adopted child.
Okay.
And as far as the bowling goes, it kind of is, it might sound jacked up, but my mom and dad didn't want me to bowl.
Really?
They tried everything they could. Like they did not want me to be in a bowling alley. They didn't want me to bowl.
Uh,
But I also wanted to play the drums and they want me to play the piano. You know what I'm saying? They're like, your fingers are long. So it's like, okay, so you guys get to do this or do I get to do this?
hmm.
You know,
So,
so it's,
were you doing any other like sports or anything, or did you were just like really, really pressing it? Like you're not going to take me out of this.
yeah, I did basketball. I'm 6'1" after all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I did play basketball. I did a lot of things, you know, growing up, trying out, you know, the different sports, different things, etc. But been bowling for, like I said, it'll be 31 years in April. So bowling's just had my heart. It's been, you know, in the family. My auntie is actually in the Hall of Fame, 3 different Hall of Fames. So, you know, she kind of was an inspiration as well on sticking with it. It's always, you know, just been it's my passion. When I've been dealing with a lot of things in life, you know, even up recently with my daughter, bowling's just been there.
Mhm.
It's been a blessing in
So
disguise.
it's been a constant, is what you're
For
saying.
sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Cool. 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 No, no, that's good. Like I said, I started bowling when I was 5, so I got 3.5 decades under me, and when I couldn't do baseball anymore because my shoulder popped on me when I was 12, I was like, well, I can't overhand it anymore, but I can underhand it. So it was like, there, let's just go this route. So it's just amazing, like how stories wind up, and that's one of the good things I like about this podcast is like we want to take you on a ride into our guest stories. So that's why it's like anybody's ever wondered, like, and Stephanie will tell you, anybody else that's been a guest on the show, I send out questionnaires and it helps me put together the outline so that we can take you on this journey and getting to know our guest because it's really important to me. Like bowlers helping bowlers with Pickles and Steve and Cobra, like that's exactly what it is. It's bowlers helping bowlers. I like calling it calling all bowlers because it's like an area and it's where we can all come together collectively for what we like to do. And again, just getting to know random people. And it's one of those things where when we started doing the DGAB podcast, I wanted to do calling all bowlers as like it was kind of a challenge because it was like, can I be a podcast host? So it
Hmm.
was like that challenge, and with the mixed in with the the shop experience and bringing people on and getting their perspective. That's what it's all about. So because as we know, and Stephanie, you can attest to this, I'm sure. Bowlers, it's a small world, but we've got a million different opinions about certain issues with the game. Would you not agree with
For sure.
that?
For sure. You have to just be able to take what people tell you and pick out what is going to add value to your game.
Hmm.
So it's a great thing, you know, especially if someone wants to help.
Okay. So in the last part of our non, as I call it, the non-bowling section here, and Mr. Cam, thank you for the follow, sir. I do appreciate it. Uh, you've got a lot of stuff on here, Stephanie. Hobbies and interests you have outside of bowling.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you
There we
okay?
go. My finger flipped.
No,
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Did you hear what I asked about the
Yeah,
hobbies and interests?
I
Okay.
heard you ask about that, but I didn't know what you said.
No, you have a lot listed on here from my outline here. Tell us a little bit about what other hobbies outside of bowling you have.
So I love music. Partially, I think it has to do with the Detroit roots, Motown. You know, so I
Soul
love some old
Train.
music. I
All right.
love like music is my thing, and that's another outlet, or you know, something that's just always there. Music. I love traveling, especially for bowling.
Uh huh. Okay.
But traveling, I love working, plumbing. I do plumbing for on the side for
Okay.
as a hobby. I work on cars. Like I enjoy doing anything that's going to potentially even assist me or be, you know, ammo for in the future.
Okay.
Um, so everything that I can take heed to or learn, and I guess my thing, I just fill my head up with knowledge. I just want to be well rounded.
And there ain't nothing wrong with education. I'm still learning
Uh,
stuff. Working in the shop for almost 20 years, I'm still learning new things. So you never stop learning.
for
Uh,
sure.
what I want to touch on here is okay. I gotta ask the working on cars now. Are you talking about like mechanically? You talking about like painting or
Oh
what?
no. Yeah, just mechanically. Like I do like my personal car, I mean oil changes, brakes, little stuff that may go wrong, fuses, and whatever. It's just
Okay.
whatever, and if I don't know, then I'm going like I just fixed the thermostat and the radiator hose on mine not long ago. So I enjoy being able to do it because I always feel like if I know how to do it, then I don't necessarily have to wait or need anyone. I can just take care of it. Like
So is there like a passion outside of bowling, like the car, like working on the cars, your plumbing, and
no,
there's no. So bowling is it.
bowling
Bowling
is
is
it.
life. Bowling is
It
life.
is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to get right into it right here. Tell us how your story got started with bowling. Take us back to the beginning. I know you said that your parents were trying to keep you out of it, but just take us through that. Like, what started it? What was like, wow, I like this. I want to take on this challenge. So take us through that, please.
Okay. So like I said, when I was 5, I was in the little kid junior leagues and doing all that, and I bowled with a lot of great bowlers that are still bowling to this day. But I initially, I guess I would have to say that I was just like any other kid, just wanted to try something, different. But the fact that my family grew up in the bowling alley, and I'm considered a bowling alley baby, it's like it kind of was destined, I guess, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So that was just my initial. I just wanted to do it. But as I kept doing it, it was like, okay, well, I get to meet new people all the time. Like, this is dope. I get to be around people, Then, of course, you have those days where sometimes you're like, yeah, no, I don't know if I want to do this or fool with this because whatever may have happened in a bowling alley. So I have those days, but majority of the time, it's just I love meeting new people, getting to know and helping people. I guess when people ask me, where'd you get this, or hey, how do you do this, or how do you do something? It's like, okay, y'all asking me.
Okay.
So,
You kind of get that dopamine rush being able to help people.
yes, I
Okay.
do. I love it.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. So basically you hit the ground running and you never look back with it. That is awesome stuff to hear. Point point of emphasis here. You said you had took a break for a while. Can you elaborate more for us on that? Like what caused that?
Yeah. So, well, I had kids, but I still bowled when I was pregnant. I almost went into labor on the lanes. Like,
Okay.
listen, when I say I'm a crackhead for bowling,
You
or
can't
that
you
it's
can't give it
it,
up, y'all. No,
I
I feel you.
can't.
I
No
feel
matter,
you.
no matter what I do, it's like I can't give it up. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about what you just said again. The last part.
Talking about like you took a break
Oh, the break.
and we're trying like that whole process. You said you had kids. You
Yep. So
still
after the kids, and then I was married. Went through a divorce, that ordeal. And then, well, at the end of the divorce, or going through the divorce, I should say, I just kind of got back into it, just because I needed again something to do out, to get my mind off of the divorce. All the it was a lot, and I just stuck. I was like, okay. Like I just started back, and then of course he didn't like that. On top of it, just seems like I don't know the right way to word it, but it's like people didn't. I'm learning now that some people would have rather seen me fail rather than be a bowler
okay.
because they really knew my potential and they could see it, but they didn't want that for me. So that was my mindset. Like, okay, so now I'm gonna show y'all better than I could tell you.
Hmm.
So then when I got back into it, I really felt like I was starting all over again because again just had kids, and when you throw the ball, you're coming around your stomach, and I had to wear a brace for like 6 months. I never wore a brace, but it was pretty bad. I ain't like my form or anything when I got back into it, but it again just that outlet. Yeah, but
did you have a coach, or did
no,
you just self taught yourself to do it over again?
that's it.
Definitely, that's incredible right there. Like that
That's
is
it.
that's awesome
Now,
stuff
as
right
I
there.
let me say this though. So 2 years ago, I had a coach for a short time, but up till then, no. It was all me. I wanted to work. I would ask the questions. I would reach out to my auntie that's and all. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm doing what do I need to practice on? What can I practice on? Okay,
Mm.
and it was just reaching out, like I said, to the people that really cared or wanted to see me succeed in the bowling.
Well, it's one of the things, and I'm really glad we got you here on the show because, like I said, I've been in a numerous amount of your lives, and one of the things that stood out when I first entered your live is I was like, this girl is very energetic. She has a good time, and she, being around her friends, like, she's talking some smack, and I'm like, okay, like, and again, who ain't never talked smack in a bowling alley, right? But
Facts.
it's that energy, and you bring that energy to the table. So it's just, a little point of emphasis I figured I would tell you. And, I didn't know if anybody, when I started my trek on TikTok and everything, I was like, hopefully I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb in a good way. So, you
Thank
know,
you.
so, but no, but like again, that energy you had, it's just like that. A lot of people don't have that contagious like mount. That type of energy. So maybe somebody, one of us can learn something. Your energy, your aura, and everything. It either brings people to you or it pushes them away. And you obviously have that on here. So, but I really do appreciate you coming on here. And like I said, I'm looking forward to asking more questions. Like just bowling, bowling, bowling. Like it's refreshing for people to have a passion and obsession with bowling. So,
Oh
Liz,
yeah, it is. It is. And I love
so
talking about it because some people don't even realize that bowling is not just a hobby. Bowling
mhm.
is a true sport, just like football, basketball. You have to invest in $300 balls and $200 shoes, and you got to pay for, what I'm saying, just like you would another sport. So when somebody comes to me, I like I draw to them, I guess, because it's like, okay, you want to learn about this for real, and I know that this is my passion, so let me tell you about it. Sit down, come on.
See, and I like that because I think like with the way that I learn again based on people's energy and how much that they really care about the product that they're trying to sell or whatever they're trying to, whether it's coaching tips, whether it's just getting out there and practicing and what have you. So, oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, Thea, I'm with you on that. So,
Thank you, Kayla. Sorry, she just said she never. Hey, that's our energy. That's my girlfriend right there.
that's good. No, what you know what? Like I said, right now, everybody coming in, welcome. Calling all bowlers, episode 29. We getting to know Miss Stephanie Duncan, otherwise known as Green Eye Bandit. And I think definitely your at handle sticks out too. It's like, who is this? And it's like, boom, okay, well there she is. So Mark wants me to tell you that you need to plan to come to the DTM two in May.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's a tournament. See, you got to understand our residential Mark Dillard here, also known as to the bowling community on here, Mark freaking Dillard. Uh,
Not Mark freaking
he is
Dillon.
he is also our current reigning Derek Tate Memorial Tournament champion. So Mark is definitely a wide source of knowledge on here, and we're really glad. See, like I said, see Liz is in Ohio too, so
Okay, Liz, come on, girl.
see.
I like a road
See?
trip. I told you I like to travel. See, again, this is what bowling. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then
Exactly.
you run into someone like Elizabeth, and you ride down somewhere. Now y'all became best friends. God does things for a reason and on purpose, and I'm here for it.
I'm liking this, Steph. I like where this is going right here. So let me get to the next question for you here. So 2026, new
Okay.
year, new slate. What are Stephanie's bowling goals? Short term, long term, whatever goal.
All right. So, I guess another little thing about me is I've bowled now two PWBA regionals.
All right.
The first one I bowled, yeah, I was nervous. I'll just say that.
As
Um,
anybody would.
yeah, it was nerve wracking, but I got through it because I ended up shooting 266, and that was the second highest game for that tournament that day. That day. So I
No
was like,
kidding.
okay, so I can hang with y'all. Like, okay,
Okay.
hold on. Maybe I do got a little bit
Well, you
going
got a
on.
little bit there. Yeah,
I got a
yeah.
little sauce. So it was like, okay, let's do this. So then I went back out again, but when I went the second time, I was going through a lot of court stuff and dealing with my daughter and getting custody of her. So that was I didn't even want to go, but I had already
Mm.
paid my $150, so I
Yeah. No
was like, gotta
refunds.
fight through it.
Yeah, no refunds, right?
Facts. So I was like, all right, let's get to it. So now my goal for this year is I do want to go back out and compete at another regional, or even a little higher level, and make a name for myself. I want them to remember my name. I want to be up there with Liz Johnson, and you know what I mean. I want to be up there with what's her
Yeah.
name, Kim.
Yeah.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to be up there with the names, the bigger names, the people, the women that people talk about. You know, I want to lead and set an example and lead by an example.
Well, you want to lead by the example. Let me ask you this: when you went out on that regional, any of the PWBA pros, any of them stand out to you? Like, you have any favorite, favorite PWBA bowlers?
Shannon Pluhowski's my girl.
Okay.
I bowled league with Shannon.
Ooh,
I
okay.
yeah, when I lived in Fairborn, Dayton, I got bowled a few things with Shannon Pluhowski, but I love her energy, her everything about her. She pretty dope. But I do so I'd have to say my favorite woman though is gonna be Shannon or Liz Johnson. I just love how smooth she is. It looks so effortless at the line.
Yeah.
Like it just everything's smooth.
Yeah. So Elizabeth said you probably know Ryan Wolf then.
I do know Ryan Wolf. That's my guy. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people.
6 degrees of separation. That's what this is all about. And I got to give a shout out to my boy Curtis. Appreciate all the donuts there, my friend. You the man. He said, and Liz says, tell him I said, hey. All right. Here's another one here for you. So you got your goals here. You
Mhm.
got your mindset on what you want to accomplish this year. Tell us, what habits or practices are you putting into place to achieve these goals?
Um, I feel like we can still learn something every day with the bowling game, with our bowling game. There's certain things, that other people see that I don't see. So I don't go, I'm gonna be very honest, as of lately, I haven't been practicing like I need to and should. But I do bowl league almost every night out of the week. So I feel like, those are my practice sessions. And then when I get out, to the weekend things and tournaments and stuff, then I feel more prepared. I think that's one thing that also prepared me probably for Queens was I bowl in a sports shot league on Wednesday nights. So I love experiencing the harder patterns and they change it, so just developing and like I said, getting more ammo in my back pocket. I want to be able to, I can, but not consistently, able to do the swing in the lanes or throwing it, right in the gutter or, hooking it like crazy. Like, and it's funny because a lot of people that have seen me from younger to now, they're like, hold on, can I buy your hand somewhere? Like, and I was like, what? And they said, well, you ain't never had that much hand. Now look at you. Like when people
Uh-huh.
see me now, they're like, hold on, you can hook a ball? Like
Mhm.
just as good as you. I'll stand
You-
on 35 if I need to and get it down. I don't mind now. It's uncomfortable, but I love being able to do it because at one point I didn't and I couldn't.
yeah.
But now knowing that I can, that's why I say I love just obtaining that knowledge and on everything, on anything that I'm able to.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you kind of have already answered my next question here because I mean, like I said going into lives, the energy's there. You guys are kicking it. You're having a great time. But what type of personality would you think that you have out there on the lanes?
Um, on the lanes, I'm very much a hype man.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna be funny. I want to because I want to see everybody do great. Even and one thing that I've been able to do and gotten better at is not getting so mad at myself when I miss a 10 pin or I jack something up. So my mental game has come so far. So now I just want to see if I can encourage somebody like, hey, don't trip on that 10 pin. Come on, just bring back. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know what I mean? So I want to motivate people. I do. I want to, I don't want y'all frying out, as the young kids say, over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a game. At the end of the day, it is still just a game. It's we come off, we get our butts off the couch to come hang with our people, or just to get outside for a little bit of time, and we come back. But in that moment, it's like for me going to the bowling alley is like for these young kids wanting to go to the club and do all that. I'm cool. I don't need all that, but I love my people. I love the energy that's here. And then I'm also growing with practicing and doing things. And it's funny, I seen she just said something about like 20 on the table because we pop bowl.
Right.
I pop bowl all the time. I'm not scared. I do, but I do it because I want you to step up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think you're that good, okay, well, humbly, I know I'm that good. And I'm not being cocky, but I'm being confident.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's the
I
way
know
to
what to
be.
do.
Funny story. I had a buddy of mine I currently bowl with on our Monday night league. I literally watched him years and years ago pop bowl one of our good friends and was basically paying his mortgage for 3 months, and that's how much money he lost. And I'm like, oh, you're a better guy than I am for that.
Listen, I don't like to lose no money, but when somebody call me out and say, let's go for $200 and $200 and $100, and just because you think you a big dog and I'm new in the place, you don't know me because we
Mm-mm.
can lace them up.
So what you're saying here is, Steph, is if somebody came into the bowling center, you're bowling or getting done with league, and somebody goes up to somebody and says, "I want some action on the lanes. Who you got?" They're going to point your way. Okay. Are
They
they going to
sending them
point
my
your way?
way.
Are they going
They,
to point your way, or are you going to point yourself and raise your hand?
they gonna say my name. You hear me? They gonna be like, hey, go holler at Steph D. That's what they gonna tell you.
Mm. All right, bet, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Next question here for you, Miss Stephanie. First of all, tell us your best experience in bowling.
Ooh, I want to say it was when I got to meet my favorite bowler, Kyle Troop.
Oh, it
That
wasn't the hair at
day.
all, was it?
No, he
No.
had. I got a picture. I have
Yeah.
a picture. I'll have to send it to you. But no, he had his little tight curls going on, and
Oh, so
but
he wasn't out. He wasn't
it
put
wasn't
it.
out.
Right. Oh my
No,
God. Okay.
the very. I love watching you. You're definitely an amazing teammate. Thank you, motivated. No, he had it all down, but it was just dope because I was like, this is Kyle Troop. Like, I really see like I didn't want to be like a groupie. I was at a 40 over and under tournament, I think. So it was like I can't let these old people and people they gonna look at me like she acting like she had never seen nobody before. But yeah, that was and then I got to meet EJ Tackett as well. And then Kyle, a buddy of mine, when I told him that I loved Kyle Troop, him and Kyle are good friends. And he had Kyle send me a t-shirt and signed it for me. So I have an autographed shirt of Kyle Troops, and I also have a bowling bag signed by EJ Tackett.
Oh, best of both worlds, right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely two of the best right now in the game. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. Mm. All right, so now we're going to follow this up here, okay? I think you already spoke on it earlier, but are you going to say that your toughest experience in the game was that first regional?
Yes.
Okay. Now you
Yeah.
said you came with a 266 and kind of made you a little confidence booster, but tell us, take us through that. Like you obviously I think you got to check in.
Yeah.
Take us through that morning before you started.
So I got there. We had a 30-minute practice session. Then we stopped, and then at 9 we met in a little room. You know, they did a roll call, go to your lanes, all that. Um, got on the lanes. It was nerve. I'm very. A lot of people don't know this either, but I don't like talking in front of a lot of people. I get nervous when I'm like going to new bowling alleys
Mm.
and I'm around a bunch of people that I don't know. I to this day still get nervous, and I can admit that. So it was
Okay.
nerve wracking because I know a lot of them girls already have been doing, doing this, and they've seen each other. They're chit chatting, doing their thing. But I'm just kind of there, like just the new girl in school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mhm.
let me just stand right here. Don't let me talk to nobody. Let me. Now I knew a couple people, but um, it was just nerve wracking. Honestly, when I started bowling, I got frustrated, and I didn't shoot. We bowled 8 games. I bowled. I want to say the first 5 games, I believe, were under 200.
Mhm.
And then that sixth game, I shot 266. So it happened. It took me long, but the crazier thing is that's what happened at Queens when I shot 300. When I walked in the door at Queens on December 7th, I shot 156.
Okay.
That did not give me any type of boost, confidence, or nothing.
150 the first game. Okay.
First game, 156. And it took me, so I bowled, what did we bowl, 4 game qualifying. So I qualified for it. So it took me 8 games before I shot that 300.
Okay.
But I was tired.
You were in match play, were you not?
I was,
Okay.
I ended up finishing fourth.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was down to the match play, but yeah, yeah, that was crazy. It's so crazy to think because I wasn't even supposed to be in town. So I'm gonna tell you this. I went, I was supposed to be in Cleveland for Lisa Lewis's tournament that weekend. But I also had court for my daughter that Monday. So I canceled going to Cleveland because I think it was some snow or something, bad weather, or someone was supposed to come during that time. And I said, you know what, I can't take any chances on not being at court Monday. So I'm just going to stay here. And so I stayed there, and Lauren had sent me a text with the Queen stuff like, why is your name not on here? And I was like, well, I'm not even supposed to be here. I was like, so that's why you don't see my name. And so I didn't plan on bowling that. And then somebody else I think came behind me or came behind her and said the same thing, like, why your name isn't? And I was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, Lord, if this is what we doing, then this is what I'm gonna do. So mentally I didn't want to bowl honestly at all. Cause again, I'm December 8th was that Monday, and I had court, and it was to determine, custody of my daughter. And that just, it weighed on me. So to know that I came into this tournament with all these adversities or, hurdles being thrown at me, even coming in, and to be able to do that, that really just gave me a boost. It really, really helped me. It showed me like, no matter what I'm dealing with, what I got going on in my head, we can still do this bowling thing, just one ball at a time, right? Do what you do. And then the very next day, that Monday, I ended up getting custody of my daughter on top of it. So that 300 is special to me. Having my daughter there was everything.
So, I mentioned earlier we were going to get into talking about your 300 at the Queens. Fun fact for you, though. the girl you knocked out was my good buddy Jackson Sock Styles' girlfriend.
Yeah, I love Maddie.
Uh-huh. Let me tell you something. Maddie's got that same kind of energy too. She wants everybody to win as well.
Mm-hmm.
She wants everybody to win. And you see it like on her Facebook post, and just like Jackson comes down, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I was like, yeah, I said, my friend Stephanie up there, I said, Green Eye Bandit, I said, she shot 300 at the Queens. He goes, yeah, she did it against Maddie. And I was like, really? So that kind of took me back, and I said, well, what do you think? He goes, Mike, that girl can roll. So
I wasn't even. I mean, you could probably see it in the YouTube video. Like I really wasn't like, okay, I gotta do this. I just picked that, but and I'm telling you, I was tired. I was 8 games in. I was just like, all right, let's go. So every ball I just threw it and turned around. I did apologize to Maddie though, because I was like, Maddie, I'm sorry. Like I didn't know.
So
Um,
out of those frames, which one were you unsure about? Like, which one were
ooh,
you
the
like?
11th.
The 11th?
11th for sure.
Okay, why is that?
Because I threw that ball like a girl. Like,
Mhm. All right. So,
no,
so
I
you
did.
basically saying you didn't have hand on it then, right?
I didn't have. Listen, I had nothing. If I don't know if you remember it, but if you get a chance, go look at that video.
Yeah.
The 11th ball, when I threw the ball out, I just kind of threw it and did one of these ordeals. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't really do what I was, what I'm saying, supposed to be doing, and how I had been free flowing with every other one.
Right.
I just randomly did some dumb stuff, but the way that ball barely made it back, and the way the pins did what they were supposed to do, that's why I looked up. I couldn't do nothing but thank God for that one, because yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that shouldn't have been a straight.
No.
That shouldn't have been a straight,
Oh, hey, time out. But it was.
but
So
it
now
was.
that brings me to my final question about that experience. So you get the 11th one. It's to you, it's like, okay, I shouldn't have got that. I didn't deserve that, right?
Mhm.
So does that mean that the 12th, you're like, I got this?
So no, the
No.
12th one, I went up there and said, I had a pep talk with myself. I was like,
Take us through
don't
that.
do no dumb stuff. Chill out. It's the last ball, just chill. But
Mm-hmm.
I just got up there, and you could tell, because and that was the other ball that I didn't know I was gonna get that 12th one because of the way the 9 pin went out so late. But I knew I was overcompensating to make up for that 11th one, and
Yep.
it went high, and it is what, excuse me, it is what it is. But I was like, when I seen that 9 go, I was just like, let's go,
Let's
because
go.
I've been flirting with it.
Right.
UBA team, Mean Machine loves you. Thank you, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Mean Machine, yeah, it's my UBA team out of North Carolina. But yeah, no, I when I did that last, like I said, I was flirting. I've been shooting 79, 89, 79. You know what I'm saying? Like, since 2022 is when I shot my last. I actually shot 300s back to back weeks. I came in Monday night for league, first game shot 300. Then the following Monday came in and shot 300 first game. So I ain't shot it in 4 years. Well, now 3 years, but yeah, I didn't know what to expect. And at that tournament, it's like, and on a sports pattern, and it was crazy because before, okay, I made the cut, and I ended up hitting my ball with a different pad before I started match play.
Okay. What'd you
And
hit it with?
1500.
300. What ball was it again?
The Black Widow 3.0.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I hit that with that, and that's why I felt like that was the move, because of that 11th ball. It gave it just enough to, what I'm saying, do what it needed to do. So yeah, it was dope. Every time I think about it, it is pretty dope, but it's different from the other 300. Well, I could say, yeah. Well, the last two, I could say that.
Okay. So did you get anything? I mean, obviously, if you've never shot 300 in league, you get a ring. But you did this in the Queens, like this a big deal tournament. So did you get anything Anything extra they give you for that one?
Um, so the bowling alley is going to give me a pin. Like one of those
Ones they
black pins
sign. Yeah.
that says that. But the association, I get to attend the Hall of Fame banquet in August. So they're presenting me with something, but I think it's probably a crystal pin, like a crystal or something. I don't know what. I just got informed that I was going to that, and I didn't know. So they are doing something.
Okay.
I just
You don't know yet.
fully yes.
Well, that's just going to be another. That's just like icing on the cake right here. Like I said, 300 in a big time tournament like that, especially a major like the Queens. That's an incredible feat. And like Mike right here, we are, and that gets the stamp of I am so damn proud of you. So
Thank y'all.
congratulations on that. That's an awesome achievement.
Thank
Um,
you.
so with all this stuff going on, it sounds like again, like it's almost like you have a tournament every weekend. Like there's something to do up there in that area. And that brings me to my next question for you. How do you feel about the direction the game of bowling is heading?
I love it for
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
I can't speak for everybody.
Mhm.
But I love where it's going. I see since I've been back into it, so many more. I've never seen as many um tournaments, sweepers, look random things just in the middle of a week, you know what I'm saying? Just I think it's grown and I love to see it. And I'm hoping that it stays on, a good path. I don't get too involved with the negative or the bad and the downside. I'm aware. I just don't put myself in those, in those conversations. I like to keep it a positive thing because it's my passion and I want to keep it alive. So I got to worry about where I'm heading with it and what I want to do, excel at, etc. with bowling.
Mhm.
So me personally, I think it's wherever we decide to take it. As long as we're all making the game great. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We're having fun with it. We're not taking once you take the fun out of bowling. I believe though, like bowling isn't going to be fun. It's no longer fun. You have to still have fun.
That right there. Sign of uh sign of wisdom from you, Miss Steph. I could not agree more with that. So we're hitting the part of our podcast I call the winching hour, which is also known as towards the end. So if there's anybody here in the chat, if you want to ask Stephanie anything, go ahead and put those questions in, and we'll get to them as we get towards the end. Um, so Stephanie, it brings me to this question: how does Stephanie want to be remembered, and what is Stephanie's legacy?
Oh, I don't remember all that stuff that I wrote out, and I can't look at it.
No, you're
Look,
good.
but
So I'll give you some help, okay?
okay,
That regardless of adversity, you stepped up,
for
you
sure,
overcame.
for sure.
So take us into that. Like, does that kind
I mean, it just there to me. I guess one of my mottos is there's no excuses.
of?
There's no excuses. So yeah, I really had uh every excuse in the book, as they would say, to not bowl, especially queens. You know what I'm saying? With Dylan going, I'm back and forth in Indiana for court for custody. That's my priority. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, but I didn't allow what I was going through and what I was dealing with to take me out the game.
Mhm.
So when I say that, I mean like no matter what it is, do it in any aspect, not just bowling. If somebody does whatever, don't allow the things, the adversities, the hurdles, anything to always okay, Southern. I'm like Southern.
Yeah, and he's like, wait a minute, I judged too early.
No.
No, but so another thing you have on here is hard work. Like matters just as much as having talent.
For sure.
Um, how much? Well, it's obviously shown like what kind of heart and what kind of character you know your character is because of how much you care about the game. Um, but that brings us to this. So I put it down here in the section of like any last words, but I'm gonna build that into a question right here. Any life advice you want to give all of us from your own personal experiences?
Um, I wrote it. I remember writing it down, but there's one part on that last on the. I can't remember what exactly it was I said, but
Your time will come.
your time there. Yeah, that part, that little
Mhm.
last part right there about. Can you read that, Mark?
Yeah.
Mark, it's funny. Mark just said what he said
Right.
because that's
Mhm.
similar to what's on my what I sent. Go ahead.
So work when nobody's watching, bowl with purpose, learn from every shot, and don't let one bad game steal your confidence. Stay consistent, humble, and let God handle the rest. Your time will come. Just don't quit before it does, is what you are quoted as.
That exactly. Don't. That is so powerful. Don't quit before your time comes. That's like not being funny, but like 3 weeks ago, I went to the bowl league and shot 108 first game. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, what the heck? Like you, but I followed it up with 230s and two. You know what I'm saying? It was just a moment. We can't get lost in just that little bitty moment because there's more game left. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Don't let one thing dictate us and define us. We're much more than that, and we can overcome anything. We can achieve whatever we put our mind to. And I hope that everyone that has seen this and has heard my story, even with, like I said, my custody case, I didn't let that stuff. It was stressful, depressing. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. But I never once allowed that to define me. And if I never would have told anybody, nobody would even, you know what I'm saying? They would have never known. I'm just humble when that's my biggest thing with this sport. I'm humble, very humble, because bowling will humble you if you're not humble. So that's
Could not
been
agree more.
I think that's been my biggest thing. A lot of people, all the time, you're so good. No, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm decent. I had a guy on Facebook say that to me a couple of days ago. He was like, "You lied to me," and I was like, "Huh?" He said, "You told me you were decent." I said, "I am." He said, "No, you a goat. You," and I'm like, "No, I'm just me. I don't think I'm better than any bowler. I don't think I'm nothing because if somebody's not good and you know what I'm saying, and they coming to me, I can help them."
Mhm.
So
You also said that you want to be remembered as a role model. You want to elaborate on that for us?
for sure, like I kind of just what I just said. I want somebody to hear my story or know that I've overcome some things and that they can too. I mean, long story short, that's the biggest thing. But a role model, I just want somebody to know, like, all right, she set the tone. I like to consider myself a thermostat. I set the tone. I make the temperature around me. I control all of that.
Ooh, okay.
So I want the people that relate to me and the true me, you know what I'm saying? To be able to say and can proudly say, okay, yeah, Stephanie, hell of a bowler. In the long run, I'm going to get there. I just we gotta take the baby steps, right?
Yeah.
So I want
Now,
somebody to say, or because of Stephanie, I seen Stephanie do this. Hey, I can do this. Like I've on our Thursday night leagues when I bowled at Gilmore, is a couple people and some kids too. They always were like, "Hey, Steph, when you get done bowling, you gonna bowl league with us, or are you gonna come and bowl with us afterwards?" Just kids, maybe 10, 11, 12, up to about 14, even younger. But to know that they are to know that they every week come to me. Hey, Stephanie, you bowling with us? We bowling afterwards? I'm like, dang, I ain't even got to here to bowl my league. Let me see how I'm feeling first. But to know that, that people admire me for that, they do see that I am someone that they could see themselves looking up to. We all could use a role model, a prime example, a leader, or something in any aspect. And if I can do that in bowling, then I feel like I'm the vessel that God is using. I'm doing my due diligence.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, like, I've actually wrote this down. Like, I love the thermostat analogy. That's freaking gold right there. That is,
Thank
I'm
you.
serious. That, like, I've got that circled right here, and that's something that I'm gonna be like using to and say, all right, my friend Stephanie said this, and it means it hits home. So, no, good stuff, Stephanie. So I do have anybody's got any questions, put it down here in the chat. I've got two right now for you, Steph. Tony is wanting us to ask you, are you going to be bowling in Detroit in July?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we got it absolutely there. And Mark seems to think that based on you with your mindset of setting the tone, are you a hockey fan?
Hate hockey.
Oh, ooh, don't say that loud to Mark. That'll be like cussing like in the chapel or whatever, you
I'm
know, to him.
weak.
Mm, okay. So, Steph, I'm gonna tell you, like this has been really cool. Like I said, 300 at a Queens girl. I'm serious. Like, great job. Super proud of you. It's like I like the achievements. Like last week, like I said, when I did the DGAB podcast, and Sarah came on and talked to us about her first 300, and then you do this at a major tournament again, like you can't fake this kind of stuff. And I think
That
that
part.
your part, that's what makes this game so wonderful to be a part of and be blessed to be involved in. So uh do this for me, please, Steph. Tell us, everybody out here, give us all your socials, like, because I know you post a lot of bowling content. So if you want to, like, I got everything on here, but take it away. Tell us all your stuff, all your handles.
Well, I am on Facebook as Stephanie Mallet Duncan.
All
And I'll tell people because I thought somebody actually thought Mallet was my middle name. Mallet is my maiden name.
right. Maiden, okay.
Then when I got married, it was Duncan, and when I divorced, I never changed it.
Okay.
So Stephanie Mallet Duncan. I'm on I don't get on Instagram freak like I'm not an Instagram user like that, but I do have it. And the tag is Green Eyed Bandit 513. Or yeah, 513. And of course here on TikTok is Green Eyed Bandit 313.
Okay. So y'all heard it from her. Green Eye Bandit 313 here on the TikTok. Give her a follow. It's right here at the bottom to the right where she's at. Instagram at Green Eyed Bandit 513 and Facebook Stephanie Mallet Duncan. Go follow her on all of her socials. And Ted, I hate to say it, but it's like you missed the episode, my friend. But not to fret, everybody. As soon as I get off here, I'm actually going over to my laptop, and I am actually going to be uploading last week's DGAB podcast episode, and I will be uploading this episode to my YouTube channel so you guys can go back and watch it and what have you. And also, Steph, if at any time in May, if you got nothing going, please consider coming and bowling the Derek Tate Memorial, because a lot of us TikTokers out here like pickles and what have you. If it's possible, would love to have you down here. Bring that positive energy down here to Huntsville.
For sure. I ain't been to Alabama, so
Okay.
that would be dope.
Well, I tell you what, I'll send you the link on Facebook Messenger, and if it's yeah. See, because I think Elizabeth's coming down and reserve her
Oh yeah,
spot
that's
too.
where okay. Oh, that's look, as soon as you said it, she popped up. Look,
Uh-huh,
okay.
tell you what. So, Mr. Branch, everybody out there, Derek Tate Memorial Tournament is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 15th, 16th, and 17th here in Huntsville, Alabama, inside AMF Penn Palace Lanes. It's the second annual Derek Tate Memorial Tournament. For those of y'all that don't know, my good friend Derek lost his battle to cancer back on November 25th, 2024. He left behind a wife and a 5-year-old baby girl, Oakland. So what we are doing for the Derek Tate Memorial, we actually raised roughly $2,300 last year to put. We're making a donation to the Clearview Cancer Institute in his name, and another part of that money we raised is going into a 529 college fund for his daughter Oakland. So very excited about doing this tournament once again. So if you guys are interested in that, please feel free to send me a message. Like I said, Steph, I'll send you the links and everything. But no, the thing about it I have to say is like y'all, when I say my buddy Derek bowled 8 days a week, he bowled 8 days a week.
That's
So this is why the Friday and Saturday events are going to be our sweeper qualifier events. If you win one of those sweepers, you'll actually earn yourself a free entry into the Sunday tournament. So something to think about if you guys want to make a weekend trip out of it down to Huntsville. Mike, I'll send you the link too. Basically, you guys can check out damngoodaveragebowler.com, go to the events tab, click on that, and then you can actually fill out and reserve your spots. You don't have to pay anything in advance. It's just you sending me a message, say, hey, reserve me a spot. I want to bowl. And, we're going to really start getting in very heavily in about March and April. So if it's something, I'd love to see you guys come out. Like I said, we had Pickles, we had Steve Rublin, we had Richie, Mark, all of us, a lot of our TikTokers got down there and supported the tournament, and I was very happy with it. We had 56 entries last year.
what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Great fun. People from all over the South came. Another thing about it, too, that we will be doing every year. Last May, we had Oakland come out and roll the ceremonial first ball with my buddy's bowling ball.
That's dope.
So
That's dope. I love that.
It
Yeah.
was really, really cool. And the thing about it was she pushed it down the ramp and the ball never went in the gutter. It went right down the middle. So I've always told people, I was like, my buddy was rolling that ball with her. So it was a really cool deal. Really successful tournament. We're building on this. So it's a annual thing. We do it in May because my buddy's birthday was May 13th. So we're doing it on or around his birthday. But he would be 38 this year. He passed at 36. So like I said, cancer sucks. And basically everybody, if you think something's wrong, go get yourself checked. You got people that love you. You got people that want you here. And as somebody that's also lost their dad to cancer, it's a very important thing to me on this. So, Steph, thanks for allowing me the time to tell everybody about the upcoming events. And like I said, I would love it to see some of y'all down here in May. That'd be freaking awesome. So,
yeah, I'm definitely. Hey, I'm gonna talk to Elizabeth. We'll figure it out.
Y'all link up like that, and let's just see what we can work on. But Huntsville, Alabama, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. Y'all check out damngoodaveragebowler.com. But more importantly than that, Stephanie, absolute pleasure getting to know you. Appreciate you coming on the show. And keep on rolling that rock, girl. And I can't wait to go into lives and see. Maybe we're going to catch you roll a 300 on the live or something. Like something big.
I did. That was crazy. I did it on live.
You did? Okay.
I was live on TikTok when I did it.
Okay. Well, then we're going to have another one because I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. So I got to time that up just right. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's okay.
But no, for real, seriously, yeah. If you guys want to register, save your spot, damngoodaveragebowler.com, events tab, fill out the form, sends me an email. I've got my list right now. And also, I want to give a shout out to everybody. If you are still here, thank you so much for your support of the DGAB brand. And also, don't forget to watch our boys, Steve, Cobra, and Pickles for the Bowlers Helping Bowlers podcast. It's going to be coming on here roughly, I believe, about an hour. So basically 8 o'clock my local time, 9 Eastern. Really going to be a really good show. They're doing they're actually doing their honoring bowlers for the month, and it's going to be a really cool thing. So, but no, y'all give my friend Stephanie here a follow if you haven't done so already on TikTok. And as always, I appreciate it. Stephanie, thank you so much for your time. Stay warm. Don't get too cold up there in Michigan. Get home to Ohio safely. And we'll see you out on the lanes.
I appreciate everybody. One love to everyone. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Y'all also, last thing I'll say, come show up next week at this same time. We're talking to our good buddy Hunter Pender for Calling All Bowlers episode 30. So same time, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So hope to see you guys then. Stephanie, thank you again. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful evening, okay?
All right. God bless everyone. Good night.